Hi friends, this is Aishwarya from freshersworld.com. Welcome to our YouTube channel on jobs and careers. Today, the topic that we are going to look on to it is probability, basic tricks and formulas. So before going in depth into the topic, we should know what is probability is. So basic definition of probability is how likely an event is supposed to happen. So the basic formula that one needs to know to solve the aptitude sums in probability is So this is the basic formula. So the numerator has the favorable outcome depending upon the question that you've been asked by the total number of outcomes. There are 6 basic tricks and formula one must definitely know to crack any sums that you face in an exam. So let's get started. The first trick is if you see the word and in a question, it means you have to multiply it. For example, let's say 3 kings and 1 queen, or 3 red balls and 1 blue balls. So if you find a question where they ask the probability of this combination with and, then you have to multiply. So that is the trick 1. Trick 2. Similarly, if the question has or in it, then you have to definitely add it. For example, 1 king or 1 queen, 1 red ball or 2 blue ball. If you find the word or in the question, immediately you have to add it. So the third trick that one must know in a probability is So you would have faced a lot of questions in the competitive exam asking at least. So what is at least? The word itself shows it starts from minimum. So always remember at least means minimum to maximum. Let's say a question asks like you have 3 bags and out of which you need to choose 2 bags out of it, at least 2 bags. So it says at least, which means minimum to maximum. So minimum you have to choose 2 bags out of 3. So the minimum is 2, the maximum is 3. So the various probabilities that you have to do is 2 and 3. So this is the meaning of at least. So the fourth trick one must know is at most. So the word at most itself shows that maximum. So here you go from maximum to minimum. Let's take an example. Let's say one bag contains 3 blue balls, out of which at most you need to take 2 balls. So one bag has 3 balls, out of which probability of 2 balls is your question. So at most 2 balls, which means maximum is 2 balls. So maximum is 2 balls, then the likelihood middle part is 1. So maximum 2, 1, then minimum that you need to know is 0. So maximum to minimum. So the fifth most important trick is if you see the word selection or picking up, it means combination. So this is the most common question nowadays, you face it in aptitude exams. Selecting 2 balls out of 3, picking up of 2 balls from a bag. So if you find these kind of questions, you should always use the combination. So there are 2 ways of solving this combination. One is using the formula that we generally know. And here comes without formula. So we know the general formula for combination is NCR is equal to n factorial divided by r factorial into n minus r factorial. let's say you're a person who can't remember a lot of formulas when it comes to an aptitude exam. Then here comes the easy method. Let's take an example before that. Let's say we have a single bag, one bag which contains 3 balls, out of which they are asking the probability of you picking up 2 balls. So probability of 2 balls. Let's say you don't know the formula now. So how you do it? So maximum is 3 balls that you have in a bag, out of which you need to take 2 balls. So C2. So this is the total number of balls that a bag contains, and out of which how many balls you need to choose. So let's say you don't know the formula. This shows the number of times this has to be reduced. 3 into 2. Why only 2 times you are reducing? Because here it has 2. Divided by here 2, so 1 into 2. Simple, right? Let's take another example. Let's say 5C3. So here is the total number of balls, out of which you need to take 3 balls. So how many times? This is, always remember, number of times we reduce. So 5 and 3. So 5 into 4 into 3 divided by 1 into 2 into 3. Simple, right? So this is the last trick that we did. Is easy if the number of balls that we need to choose is less. Let's consider an example. Let's say out of 100 balls you need to choose 98 balls. So it will be 100C98. So it is not possible to reduce 100 98 times. So here comes the trick. What you have to do is that subtract these two. 100 minus 98, which is 2. So you can write it as 100C2, which is 100 into 99 divided by 1 into 2. You can reduce this. The value that we get here is same as that for this. Let's take in another example. Let's take, we are having 200 balls, out of which we need to choose 197 balls. So as usual we will write 200 C 197. So instead of reducing it 197 times, what do? You just subtract it. 200 minus 197, which is 3. So 200 C3, which is 200 into 199 into 198 divided by 1 into 2 into 3. So if you find the answer for it, it is same as that for 200C 197. If you can understand all the 6 tricks that we have solved today, it will be very easy to crack any problem that you can face in a probability. The topic that we are going to look on today is probability, and we are concentrating more on the ball and the bags problem. So when you find a probability sum in any aptitude exam, you can always see it's mostly a ball and a bag problem. So today I'm going to tell you the basic 7 types of problem that you can expect in a ball and bag problem. So let's get started. So as you can see, I've written the questions. So we are going to use the similar type of bag problem for all the 7 types that I'm going to discuss. A bag has 5 green balls and 3 blue balls. Let's get started with the type 1. So type 1 sum that you can expect in a ball and bag problem is AND sum. So let's get started with the question. So the question has 3 balls picked at random, probability that 2 are green and 1 is blue. Okay, so the question has total balls is 3, out of which what we need to choose? 2 green and 1 blue ball. So immediately when you see AND, multiply the answer. So we are selecting 3 balls. So a bag has 5 green balls and 3 blue balls. So total number of green balls is 5, out of which we are choosing 2. So 5C2. And as AND is there, we are multiplying it. Similarly, total number of blue balls is 3, out of which we are choosing 1. So 3C1 divided by, what is the total number of balls? 5 plus 3, which is 8. Out of which, how many balls you have to choose? 3. So 8C3. If you don't know the formula, it's always simple. 5 into 4 divided by 1 into 2. Number of times you reduce the numerator into 3C1 divided by 8C3, which is 8 into 7 into 6 divided by 3 into 2 into 1. So if you solve it, you will get the answer. So let's get started with the type 2 sum. So type 2 is OR sum. So the question that you have got is, two balls are picked at random. Probability that 2 are green or 2 are blue. Remember the catchword. So the overall question is, a bag has 5 green and 3 blue balls, out of which either 2 are green or 2 are blue. Immediately when you find the word OR, add it. So the answer will come as, you have to choose 2 green balls out of 5 green balls. 5C2. So you have OR here. So what do? You add. 2 are blue out of 3 blue balls. So 3C2 divided by, what is the total number of balls? 5 plus 3, which is 8. See, how many balls you have to choose? 2. 8C2. Let's just simplify it. 5 into 4 divided by 1 into 2 plus 3 into 2 divided by 1 into 2 divided by 8 into 7 by 2 into 1. Once you simplify it, you get the answer for this question. Let's go to the third type of sum. So this is a combination of AND as well as OR problem. So we already dealt with the AND and OR problem separately. Now it's a combination of both. Let's get started. So the question is, 4 balls picked at random, 3 are green and 1 is blue, or 2 are green and 2 are blue. So the catch here is, people get confused with AND, OR and AND here in the question. So while you seeing the question itself, you put the bracket in the question and confirm where you're going to multiply and where you're going to add. So 3 are green and 1 is blue, bracket, OR will be in between. 2 are green and 2 are blue. Now we can easily write the answer. So for this, 3 are green. How much from 3 you are taking? So there are 5 green balls. So 5, 3. If you see AND, what do? You multiply. So 1 is blue. Out of how many balls? 3 balls. So 3C1. Put a bracket. Now OR means addition. So you add it here. So 2 are green and 2 are blue. So 2 out of 5 balls we are taking. So 5C2 multiply, because we have AND here and 2 are blue. 3 balls we are taking 2. So 3C2 divided by, how many balls we have? 5 plus 3, 8 balls, out of which we are choosing 4 balls here. So 8C4. Now it's very easy to simplify like we did earlier. Always remember, you put the bracket in the correct end or else your answer will be different from the other. So 5C3. 5 into 4 into 3 divided by 3 into 2 into 1 multiplied 3C1, which is nothing but 3, plus 5C2. 5 into 4 divided by 1 into 2 multiplied by 3C2, which is 3 into 2 divided by 1 into 2. The overall numerator divided by 8C4, which is 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 divided by 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Easy, right? So today we have dealt with 3 types of ball and bag problems. As I've told you earlier, there are actually 7 types of ball and bag problems. So in the next video, I'll be dealing with another 4 types of ball and bag problems. If you have covered all the 3 plus 4, 7 types of problem, that's all you can find it in the ball and bag problems. So in the previous video, we dealt with the 3 types of ball and bag problems. Let's get started with the 4th type of the ball and bag problems. So the type 4 is one color. So this is very common in an aptitude exam. So there is a catch in this question which I will be telling you while doing the answer for the question. So 3 balls are picked at random. What is the probability that one is green? So what are they asking? So there are actually 5 green balls. They are telling that one should be green. So 5C1. So basic common mistake people does is that they will just stop with here, because the question is one is green. They don't think about the remaining 2 balls that they need to pick. So there are 3 balls totally you need to pick, out of which they are mentioned in the question one is green, which I have already written. So remaining 2 balls will definitely be blue. So into 3C2 divided by, what is the total number of balls? 5 plus 3 is 8. How many balls you have to choose? 3. 8C3. So the main catch is here, you have to definitely write the blue balls here. Half the people just omit the blue balls because it's not been mentioned in the question. So once you solve it, you get it as 5 into 3 by divided by 8 into 7 into 6 divided by 3 into 2 into 1. If you solve the question, you will get the answer for this. So easy, right? The fifth type of problem that we face here is none. So let's get started with the question. So question is 2 balls are picked at random. Probability that none is blue. So in the question they have clearly told we don't want any blue balls. So just in your answer you will definitely not have a blue ball. So the 2 balls that you have taken here is definitely going to be green balls. So 5C2 divided by the total number of balls, which is 8C2. Always remember, when they have none, immediately omit whatever the color that's followed by none. 5 into 4 divided by 2 into 1 by 8 into 7 divided by 1 into 2. So once you simplify this, you will get the answer for this. So the type 6 of the problem is at least. So at least and at most are the most common problems that you will face in an aptitude exam. Let's get started. So the question is 3 balls are picked at random. Probability that at least one is green. So at least, and underline the 1. So minimum 1 should be green. How many balls you are going to choose? 3. So maximum that we can have is 3. So your answer should have 1 green ball as well as 3 green balls. So let's start writing the answer. So minimum we are going to start with 1 green ball out of 5. So 5C1. How many balls we need to pick? Totally 3 balls. So remaining has to be definitely blue balls. So 3C2 plus, then it can be a 2 green ball. So 5C2 into, what is the remaining 1 ball? It has to be blue. 3C1 plus, what is the maximum green balls? So 3. So 5C3 into 3C0. Always remember, the addition of these two numbers has to be equal to the number of balls that you need to select. Divided by, what is the total number of balls? 8. Out of which we are choosing 3 balls. So once you simplify this, you will get the answer for this question. Easy, right? So type 7 of problem is at most. So this is almost similar to the at least question. Only change here is the word at most. Let's get started with the question. 3 balls are picked at random. Probability that at most 2 are green. Underline the at most and 2. So what they are saying, at most 2. Which means maximum that you can have is 2. So what is the minimum that you can have? Is 0. With this, we are going to start writing the answer for the question. So what is the maximum that you can have? 2. So out of 5, we are going to choose 2. 5C2 into what? Into the remaining 1 ball has to be definitely blue. So 3C1 plus, what is the next number? 1 has to be a green ball. So 5C1 into 3C2 plus, what is the minimum it can be? It can be 0 green balls. So 5C0 into 3C3 divided by, what is the total number of balls? 8. So 8C3. So once you simplify this, you will get the answer for the utmost. So today we have covered 4 types of ball and bag problems. In our previous videos, we covered 3 types of ball and bag problems. So together we have 7 types. So if you are thorough with these 7 types of ball and bag problems, then you can easily crack any types of problem that they're going to ask you in the aptitude exam. So if you're a person who is looking for a job, kindly register in freshersworld.com, like the video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.